What's up, everyone? A late night live stream here. The Detroit area just got slammed with this snowstorm. There's got to be at least a fresh 6 inches, probably more. Anywhere from about 3 to 8 inches throughout the entire area. It varies. I'm actually on my way down to Florida. This was a scheduled trip, and I was gonna, get in the car and drive late on this night anyway. It just so happened that there was a massive snowstorm that came through. Earlier in the week, it was predicted to come through earlier in the day on Friday, but it came through starting at around 3 p.m. It started to snow. And I'm renting this 2-wheel drive Nissan Rogue, so that doesn't help. But once we're outside of the Detroit area, once we're down towards Toledo, to my knowledge anyway, the road should be a lot better. Because I think in Toledo it just rained. Yeah, you can see here just how bad the roads are right now, but then again, it just snowed. Car with their flashers on up there. Hello everyone. I've briefly noticed people saying hi. Appreciate you guys watching, stopping by. Yes, Metro Detroit snowstorm, about anywhere from 3 to 8 inches of accumulation throughout the area tonight. Hopefully everyone stays off the road tonight, and it's a little bit of an easier drive for me to make. It's always easier when there's less people, especially in this type of weather. This might be the largest snowfall I remember happening here in the last couple of years. It's been a pretty mild winter the last 2 seasons. I mean, we got a decent amount of snowfall early in February here in Michigan, but the snow didn't stick around for very long. It would melt pretty quickly because we had some unusually warm days throughout February here in Michigan. Usually it stays around 30 and 40 degrees. We had some 50-degree days. We had some stretches of 50-degree days at that. From my time down living in Indiana, I remember the weather being a lot more extreme down there in terms of like a fluctuation of temperatures during this time of the year. Down there in Indiana, it's pretty normal for there to be these random 70-degree days throughout November, December, January, February, but not up here, not near as much, but it's more like an Indiana winter up here in that sense. There's a lot of uncharacteristically warm days throughout the winter up here. And then we had this snowstorm that just came through last night, the beginning of March, pretty late in winter for a snowstorm like this. I saw that there was up to 8 inches in places, so this is what it looks like right now in Metro Detroit. On my way down to Miami, Florida. Gonna be living it up on the beach here in about 15 hours. All these trucks out plowing the parking lots and the roads and whatnot. right now. Going about 12 miles per hour right now. I'm in this Nissan Rogue 2-wheel drive. It's the car I was able to rent. Didn't know it was going to be like this tonight. Can't even see the highway sign right there because the snow's covering it. What's funny is that sometime tomorrow, a lot of this is going to be melted. The roads are going to be perfectly fine to drive on too because the sun's going to come out. It's going to be a little bit above freezing, but it's going to be warm enough and sunny enough to where pretty much all of these roads are going to be cleared off sometime midday tomorrow easily. It wouldn't be surprising at all if all of this snow ends up being melted by what is today? Today's Saturday. It wouldn't, yeah, so that would be Monday or Sunday. Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see all this snow get melted sometime on Sunday. And then just ran into some snow there on the left side. Driver's side tires there. Just trying to help plow these roads, you know. Just trying to help clear them off. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be a good citizen. My 2-wheel drive Nissan Rogue. I don't know about a lot of you, but when it's weather like this, I try to stay on the side roads. I don't try to get on the highway at all, the freeway, the interstate. I try to stay on the surface roads because, you know, it's open season on these freeways. You know, you guys know that. It's open season. People drive recklessly, you know, regardless of what the weather is. At least on these surface roads, people drive a little bit more safer, it seems. So yeah, I just try to stay on these side roads for the most part, especially since I'm in a 2-wheel drive vehicle. You know, if I was in one of the cars that we're leasing currently, which they both have 4-wheel drive, I would be probably going on the highway. Yeah, that's why I'm renting though, because the cars we have we're leasing, and you know, those leases can't go over the mileage limit, so can't be going on these road trips in cars that you're leasing, obviously. Probably turn on my heated steering wheel. Didn't even think about that. Riding fancy in this thing. Heated steering wheel, heated seats. Currently we're in Farmington. This is what Farmington looks like right now. Flashing red lights. I wonder if it's a power outage or something. Not sure. What is that? Is that a fire? You guys see that? On the live stream, is that a fire? That is. Are those power lines down? Holy cow. Guys, this is Orchard Lake Road, just south of 10 Mile in Farmington. We got some wires down and we got a fire going. At least I think that's what it was. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe those were just some lights, because there's a truck right there. Maybe those were just some lights, but I'm pretty sure that was a live wire sparking. Yeah. Yeah, it looked like there were some people there working on it. Oh man. 6 inches of snow and the whole world starts to fall apart. This car rattles really bad. If you guys are just now tuning in, there's a snowstorm here in Metro Detroit over the late evening and night hours. Accumulations of anywhere from 3 to 8 inches across the area. I'm pretty sure where I am right now, there's about 6 inches of snow that just fell. And I had plans to go down to Florida on this day, on this night. So I'm going down to Florida because that's what I was gonna do anyway. Otherwise, I wouldn't be out here. I actually get pretty nervous about driving in snow and ice, especially in two-wheel drive vehicles like the one that I'm in right now. Helps that there's like nobody out on these roads though. That's a bonus. No doubt. Alright, this road has barely been touched. It's nerve-wracking here, for sure. But yes, once I get south of Toledo, I'm pretty sure that this shouldn't be a problem. At least the last time I checked, there wasn't, you know, it was raining down there in Ohio, not snowing. So hopefully, once we get down there, it'll be all good. Also, I didn't want to fly down to Florida with the way plane tickets are these days. Have you guys seen plane tickets these days? You know, the last year and a half, plane tickets have just been absurd. You know, I'm gonna rent a car anyway when I get down there, so it's just gonna be more affordable to just rent a car and drive down to Florida instead of fly. Wait, what? There's a guy jogging? What? I don't know. Obviously, I'm trying to drive safe, so I can't really look at all the comments, but I appreciate you guys joining in on this live stream, hanging out tonight. We're now in Livonia. Snow missed Chicago, that's good. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just, I know there's this big storm system sweeping across the Midwest, going all the way down to Kentucky. Maybe the temperatures were just right up here in Michigan to where we got snow instead of rain. There's some thunder snow up here, which is kind of rare. Why am I not on the highway? Because there's a bunch of Mountain Dew drinking hill jacks on the highway that go 60 mile per hour in these types of conditions, and I'm in a two-wheel drive Nissan Rogue, and I'll admit I get nervous driving in this type of weather. I had some crappy cars when I was younger, and there's one time where I was going to work. I was living in Indianapolis and I was going to work. I got on the freeway in Indy, and look, I didn't know anything about cars at this time. I was pretty young and naive. Got on the freeway in a car, in a sedan that I was borrowing from my parents, by the way, because I just wrecked mine, and it had like no tread on the tires, and I didn't really know anything about tread on the tires at that point. Like I said, I was very naive. But I found out later the reason why I had this spin out on the highway was because the tread on my tires was so low. Kind of a freak moment for me. I just wrecked a car that I had before that. And so, I don't know, I've just always been a little bit more nervous than most, I feel like, driving in this type of weather. Yeah, this car I'm renting is the Nissan Rogue, has two-wheel drive. Me and my wife, we are leasing two cars. They both have four-wheel drive, and I'm never going back. Holy cow, that tree's down over the road, if you guys just noticed that. I didn't notice that until I went right under it, and the power lines were down pretty low, too. Man, this snow, putting all these weight on these trees, making them fall into these power lines and whatnot. But yeah, I can never go back to not having four-wheel drive. That's why I'm so nervous, because I'm driving a two-wheel drive. If I was in one of our cars that we're leasing, then I'd probably be on the highway. But yeah, since we're leasing them, we can't go over the mileage limit. We are in Livonia, the Detroit suburb of Livonia. Something's going on up here. I don't know if the road's blocked off completely or what. I think it might be. Might have to go a different way. Yep. Got a cop car. Got a cop car over the road. Not over the road, but just blocking the road. So I'm gonna have to make a U-turn or something. There's nobody here. I don't have to worry.